Welcome to Keithay Park for an amazing Wednesday night clash in the LOTTO NRFL Women's Premiership. We will get underway soon for this Wednesday night game. For an amazing Wednesday night clash in the LOTTO NRFL Women's Premiership. We will get underway soon for this Wednesday night game. Welcome to Keithay Park for what could be one of the defining matches of the LOTTO NRFL Women's Premiership season. It's second versus third as Auckland United host Fencibles United, with the title race and the race for National League momentum both on the line. For Auckland United, the equation is simple: win this afternoon and they'll climb to top of the table on goal difference, taking full advantage of their game in hand over Eastern Suburbs. And they're arriving in sensational form. Last weekend they dismantled Tauranga City 12-0 with Charlotte Roach scoring 4 goals to become Auckland United women's all-time leading goal scorer. Before that, they reignited the title race with a thrilling 6-4 victory over previously unbeaten Eastern Suburbs, Olivia Ingham nesting twice to move clear as the league's leading goal scorer with 14 goals. Standing in their way are Fencibles United, that have already secured a place in the 2026 Women's National League. Third on the ladder with 37 points, they'll be looking to make another statement after edging Ullerslie 1-0 last weekend, thanks to Hayley Miller's 10th goal of the campaign. It's a clash between two of the competition's best, with Auckland United chasing top spot and Fencibles United eager to prove they're every bit of a title contender. 90 minutes at Keithay Park could reshape the Premiership race. Your officials for today are Sachin Sharma as your referee, Reza Al-Rabia as your assistant, and Tutu Stephen assistant. And for your lineups for today for the home side, it is being coached by Craig McGinley and Joe Dawkins. Number 1, Charlotte Eagle and goalkeeper. Captain, number 2, Talisha Green. Number 6, Yumi Harashima. Number 9, Chloe Bellamy. Number 10, Charlotte Roach. Number 12, Elena Granger. Number 13, Olivia Ingham. Number 14, Arena Okatsu. Number 15, Lily Jervis. Number 8, Aniela Jensen. And number 23, Piper O'Neill. And for the away side, Fencibles United, coached by Simon Muti, it is number 1, Zoe Dotti. Number 4, Alexandria Apipaya. Number 6, Louise Turley. Number 9, Hayley Miller. Number 10, Mihiro Kisu. Number 11, Tanika Deong. Number 12, Hyung Jong Kim. Number 14, Morgan Day. Number 19, Natalie Young. Number 20, Sage Thor. And number 24, Mackenzie Rastata. Auckland United girls seem very hype for this game, because if they do manage to win this, can't stress it enough, they will reach top of the table by goal difference over Eastern Suburbs. They have an amazing 24 goal difference over Eastern Suburbs. So all they need here today is to win. Looks like Fencibles will be kicking off with Mihiro Kisu. Get underway very soon here at Keithay Park. Only one more round in the Lotto NRFL Women's Premiership season after this. So it all comes down to that final game. This is a catch-up game for when the Auckland United side were in the Solomon Islands for their OFC Women's Champions League campaign. And it's not an easy opponent for Auckland United. The odds suggested it was. Pretty sure Auckland United were paying around 6 cents or 2 cents to Fencibles United's $26. So the bookmakers really do think this is an easy opponent, but you don't come third for being poor. Serena Okatsu gives it to Ingham. Ingham has to battle through 2 Fencibles players, and so she does. It's now to Okatsu and cleared away by Apipaya. Granger gives it back to goalkeeper Eagle, and back to Granger. And that's a great ball through to Jensen. She can get on the end of that, she couldn't quite, but very close. Cleared away by Fencibles, and Auckland United are back in position again. Okatsu gives it through to Ingham with great pace. Sage Thor's been dragged out of position. Ingham crosses it in to Jensen. Can't quite get to it for the first touch goal, but she does manage to keep position for her side. So Neil now to Harashima. Now Granger. Then out to Okatsu. Where Hayley Miller does really well to keep it in play. Not take it out for a corner kick. It is in fact a throw, in it where Ingham will take it on the very edge of the field. In fact, it is a corner taken quickly by Ingham. Okatsu crosses it in. Roach can't quite get the height to get onto the end of it. Ingham's not offside. Gives it back to Okatsu. Okatsu will try again with the cross. Can someone get onto the end of it now? And it's missed header. And out for a goal kick to be taken by Zoe Dossie. Bellamy does really well to win back position for Auckland United there. For Jensen, can't quite get the pass to Bellamy, and it's with Fencibles United. Great pressure from Auckland United. They're back in the attacking third of the field, but not for long. Ball couldn't quite get through to Charlotte Roach. And it's out wide to Hayley Miller now, who looks forward. Gives it back to Thor.
It was very cool.
Now Miller again. Out wide to Kisu. Miller crosses it in. No reception, but very close. Great defensive work from Auckland United. And Charlie Bellamy with great pace runs down the flank. Looking for options now because it's to Roach. Called offside. But a great run from Chloe Bellamy. Nonetheless, free kick incoming for Fencibles United.
Could have done you a fancy juice at least.
Bit of back and forth football through the middle of the park. Taken out wide by Katsu. Looking for options and gives it to Jervis. Now O'Neill. And Green, the captain, who boosts off on the edge of the field to Bellamy. Bellamy still in position, gives it to Green, who's played the overlap, and Fencibles back with the ball. Interception by Piper O'Neill, and it's out for a Fencibles throw-in. Throw-in taken. And another one. And another one. But that time Morgan Day couldn't quite keep it in. Auckland United though in this time, and this will be taken by Talisha Green. Who throws it up to Roach to try quite get on the end of it, not quite, but Bellamy wins it back quite instantly, gives it out wide to Okatsu, intercepted by Miller, but that sets up Olivia Ingham, who's still on goal, taken down, not given as a penalty, referee says. It's been cleared. Aerial duels all across the middle of the park and still in the air. Ingham with the header that time, who was taken down in the penalty area not too long ago, and it is with Thor now, who tries to get it through to Kisu, I think, and can't quite execute it. Back for Auckland United now with Jervis. And now Green. Jensen gives it through to Bellamy, who's through with rushing pace, beats the back line of Fencibles United. She's through, gives a fair, goes across the face of goal, doesn't go into the back of the net, and ultimately is a goal kick. But that's extremely close. She had Roach and Ingham to square it off to, and a shot for herself to take. None of them executed. Still 0-0, and a goal kick to Fencibles, which is given to Natalie Young. She does well to get out of that pressure. Auckland United really putting on so much pressure at the start of this match. But Fencibles have found a bit of an advantage here, where they have a throw-in in the attacking third. And a goes straight to Talisha Green. Does well to curve the ball and keep it in, and her team is back in position. Ingham is off. Ingham looks for her wide options of Okatsu, and then back to O'Neill. And O'Neill can't slip the pass through to Ingham. Hayley Miller blocks it. And back to Miller. And now Dossie. Miller heads it into sort of a dead ball space. And O'Neill's pass, which I think was intended for a run on to Bellamy, isn't clearly communicated, and it goes out for a Fencibles throw in the defensive third of Fencibles. Not over for Auckland United though. They can definitely apply the pressure here and win the ball back quite far out the field, which they do via Talisha Green. And it is another throw-in for Fencibles United. And that wind here at Keithay Park is bitter, let me tell you that. Green wins it back. Ingham can't quite get the touch, and it goes all the way back to Doty, who picks it up with composure. Position back with Ingham now, who gives it out wide to Jensen, running onto the ball. Looks for options. Okatsu with the overlap. Hayley Miller's in the way. And Hayley Miller does really well there to win it back for Fencibles, but Sage Thor, that pass into the middle of the park, given straight to Hiroshima. And it's a free kick to Auckland United in a very vulnerable area for the away side of Fencibles. 11 minutes gone in this match, and it does seem like Auckland United will open the scoring sometime soon. This could be the opportunity that they do so. It's been all Auckland United for the opening 11 minutes. Tokatsu to take the free kick here, who crosses it in, headed away by captain Rastaza. And a corner kick incoming. Olivia Ingham to take the corner kick here. Taken, punched away by Doty, still in the area, and collected ultimately by Zoe Doty. Kicks it high for the Fencibles attack of Morgan Day. Hayley Miller with the pressure, and Auckland United get out of the pressure. It's with Ingham now through to Roach, and she can't quite get to that in time. Thrown to Fencibles, Sage Thor to take to Miller now. It's a great pass from Miller to Turley. Back to Miller, who's been absolutely everywhere on the field. Right wing, centre back in that instance. And good interception from Talisha Green. Roach could be through here, cleared away by Apipaya. And a throw for Talisha Green rather, to take for Auckland United. Fencibles United win that back, but that distribution just isn't quite clear on who that's going towards. And Auckland United back in position. That's a great pass from Granger through to Roach, and she can't quite get onto the end of it, and it is a goal kick to Fencibles United. But what a pass from Granger. Great vision to spot out Okatsu, who tries to cross it in. She does in fact cross it into Roach, but Roach can't quite get the shot on, and it's a goal kick. It is with Kisu now. Thought back to Kisu. Kisu straight to the opposition, and it's Jensen who finds Ingham on the flank, runs forward, manages to cross it in, and can't find any reception. It's goal kick to Auckland United. Thrown to Fencibles. Again, pressure by Auckland United. And a throw now for the home side. That goes all the way through for a goal kick to Fencibles. 16 minutes gone, still 0-0. Good defensive efforts from Fencibles, and Auckland United rewarded the corner, throwing rather. Roach inside the penalty area, flicks it off to Bellamy, and another throw-in for the home side. Throw-in taken, long throw by the captain. Roach with great pressure, another throw-in to Auckland United. This time goes short to Jensen, I believe. Bellamy. Jensen, back to Bellamy. Great football from Auckland United. Olivia Ingham was inside the penalty area but couldn't get a spot to take a shot, and it is Green with a great run. Now O'Neill, and Miller does well. Fencibles United to win that back. Can't catch a break from Okatsu, and Okatsu ultimately wins it, and now it's with Ingham. Gives it to the middle of the park to Hiroshima, and now Okatsu. And that is called offside by Aniela Jensen, interfering with play. Although she didn't touch the ball, she was, in fact it may have also been Okatsu that was offside, but I think it was by Jensen who was interfering play. And a free kick to Fencibles. Headed by Jervis, kicked away by O'Neill. Now Granger, O'Neill, and Ingham is rushing through with great pace. And Uppy Pie does well there to clear it out for Fencibles. Thrown to Auckland United. Back to Ingham, who can drive in. And defended well again by Fencibles. Granger, Uppy Pie, now Hiroshima. Jervis. Great touch from Bellamy. She drives in, gives it through to Ingham. Now Jensen, shot off. Oh, shot goes wide. Boy, Aniela Jensen, and it is a goal kick incoming for Fencibles United. But an extremely close chance for Auckland United to open the scoring in this match. Not taken. Dottie, who takes the goal kick. O'Neill, Ingham can't quite get the accurate pass, and it's back to Fencibles. Ingham out wide to Bellamy. Ingham's been caught up, advantage for Auckland United. Aniela Jensen, who crosses it through. Goal was wide open. Zoe Doty was down for a previous save. Still, as it stands, a clean sheet for Fencibles somehow. Don't even believe Fencibles United have had a shot on goal. This is an easy day at work for Charlotte Eagles so far. As I say that, Miller is through, and Miller shoots the ball and it just goes over. Not just, it convincingly goes over and wide over the goal, but good opportunity for Fencibles nonetheless. And Auckland United will start their attack again. Green to Bellamy. That ball can't quite get through to Bellamy without the defensive efforts of Kim. And a throw-in for Fencibles incoming. Free kick to Fencibles United. The last time these two teams versed was not too long ago, actually, on the 31st of July, where Auckland United won 3-0. Goals coming via Zoe Benson, and 2 injury time goals in the 90+2nd and 90+4th minutes by Chloe Bellamy and Olivia Ingham respectively, which made Auckland United bring the 3 points back home to Keithay Park from River Hills Park. Fencibles United will look to do the same here, hopefully for their case. And the game before that was on the 3rd of April, where Auckland United won again at River Hills Park. That was when Maggie Jenkins was at Auckland United at the start of the season from Wellington United. Shots off quite far from the goal, and there's a Fencibles United player still down. He'll most likely need assistance. Jervis kicks it out of respect, and the Fencibles United player can get the assistance she needs. But it's been a pretty good year for Maggie Jenkins, who left the club quite early on in the season for Auckland United. She managed to score 13 goals and was the league's top goal scorer until last week, when Olivia Ingham, her former teammates, had overtaken her in the Golden Boot race. And she's since played for MPL Victoria and now has been signed an A-League contract for Perth Glory. So it's been a great year for Maggie Jenkins. She's also had a Football Ferns call-up and was also a part of the Auckland FC Invitational 11 side, which took on Chelsea not too long ago. There's been some exciting news around the Football Ferns today, with New Zealand Football announcing that there will be a 2-match international series against Panama this October in Panama City. The Football Ferns will face Panama on the 11th and again on the 14th of October, with the fixtures forming another important step in their preparations for the FIFA Women's World Cup Brazil 2027. These matches continue to give head coach Michael Main the opportunity to build combinations, assess the squad against quality international opposition, and continue laying the foundations for another World Cup campaign. With less than a year to go until the tournament, every international window becomes increasingly significant, and the Football Ferns will be hoping to build momentum as they continue their road to Brazil. So who knows if Maggie Jenkins will be selected for those games, or if any former Auckland United or Fencibles United player will be selected as well. And Roach is through. Crosses it in. Can't quite get onto the end of it. That is Jensen. But it's still with Auckland United, with Bellamy, who drives inwards. And a great defensive work rate from Natalie Young. And it is a free kick. Foul by Auckland United. Free kick for Fencibles United incoming. Wellington Phoenix also had some pretty interesting news around signings today. They signed a Football Fern for their women's side for the Ninja A-League this season. India Paige Riley from Crystal Palace has joined Wellington Phoenix, announced this morning. Fencibles United have looked to grow into this match. They're now on the front foot as it stands. Can they make anything out of it? Not quite. Akatsu clears. Now Jensen through to Bellamy. Bellamy has the space to run forward here now. She does. She cuts in, gives it to O'Neill. Now Okatsu again. Crossed in, straight to Zoe Dotti, goalkeeper for Fencibles, who clears it high and wide. Granger's on the end of that for Auckland United. And O'Neill with the crossfield pass through to Bellamy. Bellamy can't quite get there. And it is a goal kick incoming for Fencibles United. And a free kick to Fencibles United incoming. Sage Thor is a familiar name for me. I am the regular commentator of West Coast Rangers, and Sage Thor, number 20 for Fencibles, right back, had originally played for Olivia Ingham, is through on the wing, having to beat Sage Thor. Ingham takes the cross or the shot, and it goes straight to Zoe Doty. And this is the first time I've been able to commentate on Sage Thor since she has moved to Fencibles United. It's in fact the first time I've had to commentate Fencibles United all season, having done a lot of guest work for Eastern Suburbs and Auckland United, and obviously for West Coast Rangers as well. Surprisingly, the first time I've casted a Fencibles United game this season, so very thankful for this opportunity. It's been interesting learning the new names, and best of luck to them for the 2026 National League, just coming up in a few months. Only one more round after this. Shot on target for Piper O'Neill, saved by Dossie quite comfortably. But yeah, only one more round in the NRFL Women's Premiership after this one. Well, this is a catch-up game. There is just scheduled one more round, and it's a title deciding round, obviously. If Auckland United manage to get the win this afternoon, tonight, it will be completely a title deciding round in the final round of the season. The defenders, West Coast Rangers, out of the race. It is all up to Eastern Suburbs and Auckland United for the Lotto NRFL Women's Premiership title. Kate Shepherd Cup is also possibly going to be won by Eastern Suburbs as well. They play Kashmir Technical on September 5th at 1 PM at the new 1NZ Stadium in Christchurch, and for the Delivery Chatham Cup, it is by memory. I say by memory, and my memory just absolutely blanks. That is great. I believe it is Kashmir Technical, who have been absolutely ripping it apart in the Southern League, versus Fencibles United men's. So a very interesting final, considering last year it was Auckland United men's and Wellington Olympic who won it eventually off Auckland United. Isa Prinz becoming the man of the match in that match, and eventually signing for Auckland FC in the OT Pro League, and now has an A-League contract for Auckland FC. He'll be playing in the Isuzu Ute A-League this season, and is taking on Al Ahly tomorrow in the FIFA Intercontinental Cup over in Saudi Arabia. So a lot of things can change New Zealand football in a year. I just went on an absolute side conversation, but there's a lot of development now, development opportunities, and a lot of opportunities overall to play for a professional club with Auckland United, Auckland FC rather, and Wellington Phoenix Women's looking as better as ever as they reached the grand final last season against Melbourne City. But a free kick here for Auckland United, and a pretty good space, pretty good opportunity on the field. Rena Okatsu will take the set piece here. will be a cross by the looks of it, with 34 minutes gone on the clock. Only 11 minutes remaining of the half, and it is all even here at Keithay Park. Cross taken by Katsu, and it goes in for the number 12 of Elena Granger, who gets her first goal of the season, opens her Auckland United account this season, Elena Granger. And that is 1-0 to the home side. And a very deserving goal. And a first goal for Elena Granger this season. And Fencibles United kick us off. Great cross by Rena Okatsu as well, we can't forget that. Great assist. But an even better heading goal by the centre back, Elena Granger, who gets her first of the season. And Auckland United will try again, this time via Bellamy, who cuts in, gives the opportunity out to Ingham, who takes the shot, just goes wide. Great save by Zoe Doty. Corner kick incoming, but that was almost 2 goals straight away. Corner kick will be taken by Ingham. Ingham running towards goal, crosses it in, Roach misses the kick, and it's back with Fencibles. Not for long, Jervis gets in the way. And a throw-in for Fencibles. Throw-in this time for Auckland United. O'Neill goes for quite a while, successful dribble almost by O'Neill. Granger kicks it back to Eagle. Out wide now for Okatsu. Great run from Bellamy, great tackle from the captain Rostata, and Roach is on through in the penalty area, still in position, gives it to Jensen with a great turn. Now O'Neill, out wide to Green, crosses it in to Jensen, who can't quite get the touch to it, still in position for Auckland United though. Shot by Katsu, amazing shot, just not on target, and out for a goal kick to Fencibles United. Seven minutes remaining more or less in this half. Scoreline is currently 1-0 to Auckland United. Ingham. Good pressure from Fencibles United. Natalie Young and Sage Thor onto Ingham. Thrown for Auckland United, and it's with Bellamy now. Fast transitions of the ball from the home side. You can see why they are, as it stands, top of the table. And good defensive work by Miller. Roach with the shot, instantly blocked, cleared away by Fencibles. And Jervis with the header. It's a great pass from Akatsu to Hiroshima. Crossed in, collected by Doti. And booted high, but almost straight away back to Fencibles United. Auckland United rather, but Fencibles United pick up the free kick. And that's a great challenge by Green, who also wins the throw-in in that challenge as well. Free kick to Auckland United. Green's told to take the free kick back where it was, and we'll get underway soon. Cleared away by Russ. Tate. And Fencibles are off. Morgan Day gives it out wide to De Jong. Back to Day. And I believe that's Natalie Young who's called offside in that play. Free kick incoming for Auckland United. Two minutes more or less in this half. 43 minutes gone, and it is Elena Granger with the sole goal in this game, who puts Auckland United into the lead 1-0. And with that, puts Auckland United top of the table as it stands on goal difference. Millet with a good touch. Can't hold on to possession for too long though, as Auckland United pressure is still there, still present. Can they try get another one? before the half, or can Fencibles United get an equaliser before both teams go back into the sheds for 45 minutes more football? It's Auckland United on the attack now. It's Waikato out wide through the legs of Miller, but Miller wins it back eventually, not for long, as Ingham is through and Okatsu with the shot, and a T save quite comfortably. And Bellamy wins it back in the attacking third of the field for Auckland United. She can't quite keep it on for too long, but it is a throw in to Auckland United. Now it's injury time. There will be a bit, as there was a Fencibles player down earlier, and obviously all the stoppages around the first half as well. This could be one of the final plays as Charlotte Roach is through. O'Neill does well to try keep it in position. It is just aerial duels now, and Auckland United win it back comfortably from those aerial duels, and it's with Granger, who's isolated on the field. Jervis, Green, Turley wins it for Fencibles, and it goes out for an Auckland United throw-in. Bellamy beats one player inside the penalty area now. Can't quite keep it in. It's a goal kick to Fencibles.
That's what time, yeah. But I'm closing up for half time. Yes. Yeah. So they're not here, they're out late.
Yes, that's right.
Granger with the header after that goal kick from Zoe Dottie for Fencibles. Roach can't quite get the touch onto it, but it is a throw-in for Auckland United coming up. Ingham to O'Neill. Back to Ingham. Back to O'Neill. Now Granger. And that is half time here at Keith Hay Park. It is Auckland United 1, Fencibles 0, as Elena Granger opens her account this season for Auckland United, gets the sole goal in this match, and also puts her team into first place on the LOTTO NRFL Women's Premiership as it stands. 15-minute break, but then after that 45 minutes left in this match to decide a winner of the game. Auckland United desperately need the win as it stands, as they currently do, if they want to compete for the title in the final round next weekend, or this weekend rather. I'll be back in 50 minutes more or less for some more Wednesday midweek football action. Until then. Welcome back to this Wednesday night midweek clash between Auckland United and Fencibles United here at Keith A Park in the LOTTO NRFL Women's Premiership. Auckland United currently lead 1-0 thanks to Elena Granger, who gets her first goal of the season and makes it 1-0 in this match of an amazing heading goal from a free kick taken by Okatsu. Takes the lead 1-0. Fencibles go down. You would think Fencibles could come back into this match, but honestly, it has been all Auckland United this evening. Charlotte Eagle probably having, well, considering they won 12-0 last weekend, I was about to say Charlotte Eagle, goalkeeper for Auckland United, is probably having one of her easiest nights tonight, but there is a big skill gap in this league. Auckland United's Eastern Suburbs, Fencibles United, West Coast Rangers have managed to absolutely dominate the top four. But there hasn't been a shot on target yet for Fencibles. So it has been an easy night, somewhat, for Charlotte Eagle. Fencibles could come back. It is only a 1-0 one goal margin. But I would say Auckland United capitalised on their lead before Fencibles do so. Coming back into this match. Ready to kick off here. It is going to be between Ingham and Jensen, and it is Ingham who kicks us off to Jensen short, and Talisha Green makes a run. Now Hiroshima. You never know what was said in the changing rooms though. There could be a spark ignited in the Fencibles changing rooms during the half, and that shot just goes wide for Fencibles United by Mahiro Kisu. Appreciate your company here on the Northern Region Football Channel, live and free. Throw taken by Green. And Vroach is taken down there. Foul and a free kick to the home side. And it'll be Okatsu to take the free kick here, as she did in the first half, to give her side the lead. Can she do it again? This one's further back, but never count her out. Crossed in. Headed away by Fencibles. Waikato has another chance to cross it in again. She does. Apipaya tries to clear it up, but her teammate gets in the way. Ingham had position inside the penalty area, and it is a corner kick to Auckland United. This will be taken by Aniela Jensen. Auckland United's last game of the season is this weekend. They take on Ellerslie on the 30th of August at 2 p.m. here at Keith A Park. Corner taken to Piper O'Neill, who crosses it in. Charlotte Roach is on the end, and it is offside called onto Bellamy, I believe. And for Fencibles United's last game of the season, They take on Western Springs away from home at Seddon Fields. That is on 5:30 on Saturday. Happy bite, gives it to Thought. Back to Thought. Tries to pass it into the middle of the area, but the only person there is Hiroshima for the opposition. It's with her again now, and she gets taken down, and it's a free kick to the home side. The Sportsway camera is operated by artificial intelligence, by my knowledge. The close opportunity for Charlotte Roach to get on the scoreboard. And it is a goal kick, however, but very close to capitalising on their lead, Auckland United. It's very chilly. I underestimated how cold it would be this afternoon here at Keithay Park. But to be fair, shot by Jensen. Solid shot, but straight into the hands of Dottie by Fencibles United. I am in a jumper and another jacket, so it must just be a cold night, because it is very much a cold night. Can't wait for summer to come, of course. Bellamy's driving forward now on the flank, crosses it in, touched away by goalkeeper Doty, and that's cleared away by Fencibles, but straight into position again for Auckland United to try get on the attack again. This game's feeling a bit like the World Cup final that we saw a few weeks ago. Hiroshima. Ingham. Roaches are not her feet. That time it goes straight to Doty, and Fencibles off again. Kaisu goes through, and it's a foul onto Auckland United. Free kick incoming for Fencibles, and Jensen gets a talk to. By the referee, just trying to hear in because it is quite close to me. Didn't pick up anything, but it is a free kick now for Fencibles United. Taken by Natalie Young, crossed in. No one on the end of it for Fencibles, cleared away by Green. And they can't try again because that touch by Turley goes out for a throw-in. Green. Interception by Young. Miller. O'Neill there for Auckland United. Great feat. Gives it back to Granger. Goal scorer this evening. Great interception by Thor. And it is a throw-in to Fencibles United. But first, there are substitutions to be made for the away side. It is the number 8 of I'm not too sure. Millie Luxton has hopped on the field, and I'm not sure who came off. It was no. Not sure who came off, but I will figure it out soon. Roach is going through with great pace, but a good clearance from Api Pai for Fencibles. Throw-in incoming for Auckland United. Miller for Fencibles, rushing down the flank, and Ingham gets the better. Morgan Day tries to come in for support, but it is a goal kick for Charlotte Eagle and Auckland United. Close opportunity for Fencibles United to get on the scoreboard and find that equaliser. Another opportunity. Sage Thor with the cross, straight into the hands of Eagle. And that kick, great touch from Bellamy, but that goes straight to Kim. Now Api Pai. And Turley. Now new substitute Luxton. Crosses it in, but no reception. And Fencibles win it back again. Fencibles sort of have the momentum in their hands currently, putting the pressure onto Auckland United. You'd expect that though, as they are down in this match. But as I say that, Okatsu is through the flank. Roach is offside from that pass by Okatsu, and it is called by the referee. And a free kick incoming. It's been a fantastic week off the pitch for Auckland United, with 6 current and former players earning selection in the New Zealand Under-20 women's squad for next month's FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup in Poland. Current Auckland United players Zoe Benson, Grace Bartlett and Charlie March have all been named in the squad, alongside former United players Pia Vlock, Penny Brill and Poppy O'Brien, highlighting the club's outstanding record of developing young talent. The future football ferns face a tough challenge on the world stage, drawn alongside Japan, Italy and the United States in Group D, with those matches to be played between the 7th and 13th of September. And as I say that, it's another goal, and it is by Chloe Bellamy who gets the second goal in this match and capitalises on the lead. Chloe Bellamy, who gets her third goal of the season for her new club, Auckland United. And it is comfortably in the hands of the home side now. And there's just a bit of stoppage as the Fencibles United player is down on the goal line. But as I was saying, with less than a year to go until the tournament, those matches will be played for the Under-20 Women's World Cup for New Zealand between the 7th and the 13th of September. For Auckland United, it's another reminder of the quality within the club's pathway. And while today's focus is on the chase for the LOTTO NRFL Women's Premiership title, which seems like this game is in the hands of first place Auckland United as it stands, there'll be plenty of eyes following those 6 players as they represent New Zealand on football's biggest youth stage. So yeah, a lot of absences from the club today for Auckland United. Zoe Benson, Grace Bartlett and Charlie March. Grace Bartlett, who has scored 8 goals this season, and Zoe Benson, who has scored 7 and got 5 of those 7 in fact, against Melville on the 9th of August. So best of luck to them over in Poland. But back to this match, and it looks like it is 3 points to Auckland United as they head into the final week, challenging for the NRFL Women's Premiership title.
What do you mean about
They currently sit in first by goal difference against Eastern Suburbs. So it all comes down to next week. Trophy will either be lifted here at Keithay Park if they beat Ellerslie, or it could be lifted down in Melville and Hamilton if Eastern Suburbs win and Auckland United lose to Ellerslie this weekend at home. If both teams win, Eastern Suburbs would have to win about 26-0. To grab the title. 27-0 if Auckland United get a 1-0 win against Ellerslie next weekend. So Eastern Suburbs really banking on a Auckland United draw or loss this weekend against Ellerslie. It's all to play for. Bellamy inside the penalty area now. Gives it out to Green. Green, who can get the cross. Instead has a run forward and gets beaten. Great defensive work by Fencibles. And that pass out wide can't be connected. And it's a throw into Auckland United. Talisha Green. to take. Long throw not connected to any Auckland United players. And it's with Miller now for Fencibles, but great defensive work by Jervis for United, Auckland United. Great defensive work by O'Brien, but gets it instantly taken off her. Fencibles in position now. It's Turley who gives it to Miller, and now with Kisu and an Auckland United throw-in.
Yeah, and their grade for girls is actually 10 and 11. So there's 9-year-olds and
And that goes all the way to goalkeeper Charlotte Eagle for but Charlotte Eagle makes a mistake. She goes out of her penalty area, but it's great effort from Eagle outside of where she's allowed to handle the ball. Interesting situation by Hayley Miller and Charlotte Eagle. Miller. Young, who gives it to Luxton, and back to Apipai. Ingham now on the left flank for Auckland United. Bellamy can't keep it in position. Goes down and it's kept in by Katsu. Gives it to Ingham. Great physicality from Ingham. Crosses it in to Jensen and it's a goal, but the flag is up. Very close to getting a third in this match, Auckland United. But the offside flag was called. And it is a free kick to
none of those clubs are going to say, yeah, we want to fight at Auckland as well. And if they they're going to need to do another time.
Miller with the shot, goes wide, but Eagle gets in the way and picks it up quite safely. She'll take her time here as she looks for options, gives it out to Granger. Now Ingham. Granger gets it up to Roach. Great pace. Can't quite win it. Still in the running though. And it's a throw-in to Fencibles. Thor who takes. Granger, good footwork, but straight to Thor for Fencibles. Good defensive efforts from Green and O'Neill. Still in position for Fencibles. All the way back to Doty now. Doty looks for options. Good header from Okatsu. Auckland United are off via Hiroshima. Tries to get it through to Jensen, and they do get it through to Jensen. Up against Apipai, but gives it to Ingham. Ingham through to Jensen, who can't quite get through the defence and physicality of Thor. And it is a goal kick incoming. But first, substitutions to be made. Looks like Chev Edwards is coming on for Auckland United, and for Fencibles, the number Morgan Day is switched to left wing. Number 10 Mahiro Kisu has hopped off. Number 19 Chev Edwards is on for Auckland United, and so is number 11 Sasha Adamson. They have really just strengthened their squad. Aniela Jensen is off for Auckland United. And so is Charlotte Roach. And on for Fencibles, I will get it. I'll try to figure out who was on for Fencibles. It may be the 21 of Rosie Messon. Green to take the throw in here.
They asked for some actual coaching support. So
Adamson can't quite get the header, and it's another throw in for Auckland United and Talisha Green.
And it's like she said, we're realising that we're falling behind everybody. So Chisa might even do a kick for the ball, and I thought,
Gives it to Edwards. Green with the cross, straight to Doty. And it is in fact number 18 Charlize Kerr who has hopped on for Fencibles United on the right wing.
but anyway, she's tries to do a make. We got, I got this is what I got.
My bad, I've been talking with my microphone muted for who knows how long. But Stella Lawson is on for
Yeah.
Chloe Bellamy.
I don't know what it is, but this opens the cupboard upstairs. That door upstairs.
And it is a corner kick to
So this is the one that they use.
Auckland United for Olivia Ingham.
So I've got the beer shop key.
O'Neill.
Oh.
Now Katsu. Out wide to Ingham. And a foul free kick for Fencibles United. New substitutions made as well. I don't know if I mentioned it, but Sasha Adamson and Chev Edwards are also on for Auckland United, and Charlize Kerr is on for Fencibles United.
One of these is the main door.
Kick taken by Dottie. Great touch by Talisha Green. It's a spinning ball, hard to control. Uppy Pie gives it out wide to Thor. Uppy Pie with the kick. And it's with Auckland United now, not for two loss. Adamson gets taken out. Advantage for Auckland United and a foul called. Free kick incoming for Auckland United.
And this one's a floor.
That was a bit of a gnarly tackle onto Sasha Adamson. But it is a free kick nonetheless. This will be taken by Talisha Green. O'Neill still with possession. Tries to get it through the legs of Rastate. And it is a corner kick for the home side. Adamson does well to get back up and win his team a corner kick. Rastate is still down, but she's gotten up, and it is a corner kick to be taken by Sasha Adamson. Corner kick taken, straight into the hands of Doty. Harishima kicks it out quite comfortably for a Fencibles side, but quite far up the field for Fencibles this game. Can they make something of it? Miller with a great turn, still with Miller, gets the shot off, instantly blocked by Jervis. Possession still with Fencibles. They switch the ball to Day, and Day's called offside by the assistant official, and a free kick incoming for Auckland United. Quite interestingly. And Adamson was through but called offside again in this match. Not again for Adamson, but 2 consecutive offsides, and it is play on for Fencibles United. Doty gives it out wide to Thor. Miller. Restate with either a pass or a shot, but it goes all the way through and for a goal kick for Charlotte Eagles, Auckland United. Now Jervis. Ingham. Rushing forward, good pace. Shiv Edwards maybe through, not quite. Doty clears. Talisha Green clears. Luckily, Morgan Day couldn't quite get the touch onto it. She was rushing forward for Fencibles. And it's with Lawson now for Auckland United down the right flank. Looks for options, cuts in. Gives it to Ingham. Shot off. Straight into the hands of Zoe Doty.
Yes, so I just wondered how we would respond.
That ball goes up to the number 7 of Luxton and to Charlize Kerr. Now with Morgan Day for Fencibles. Opportunity arising for the away side. Good tackle by Green. She goes down in the making of that challenge. There are some disputes from the crowd and it's kicked out, and Green is going to need some assistance for that challenge she was involved in against Morgan Day, I believe. Early wake up for at least me, and I'm sure a lot of other people around Auckland tomorrow that are into their football. 6 AM kickoff for Auckland FC versus Al Ahly in the FIFA Intercontinental Cup. Arguably the biggest game in Auckland FC history. That is live and free on FIFA Plus, DAZN. It's close from Charlotte Eagle, pressure from Miller. Fencibles trying to get back into this match, possibly cancel out the clean sheet for the home side. It's not long left in this match though. 82 minutes gone. 7 minutes left, more or less. It seems like the 3 points will be going to Auckland United's, and as it stands, that'll put them top of the table on a plus 26 goal difference heading into the final round. Good defensive works from Uppy Pipe. Miller is through now. Looks for options. Picks out our options, but that goes to Granger, and Granger hoofs the ball out for a goal kick. Trust me, I'm blasting the heat pumps in my car on the way home. It is freezing here at Cathay Park. Not too long left of summer though. Oh, winter rather. Gosh, if this was summer I'd be concerned. Charlotte Eagle has to come out for that. Good challenge. Out for a goal kick. Fencibles player goes down in that making. And it is a free throw-in for Fencibles United. I've said many times that this weekend coming is the last round of the LOTTO NRFL Women's Premiership. Auckland United take on Ellerslie on the Sunday here at Cathay Park, 2 p.m, and for Fencibles they take on Western Springs at Seddon Fields, the home of Western Springs Football Club. For another interesting game, Eastern Suburbs travel down to Hamilton to face Melville on the Sunday as well at 2 p.m, same time as Auckland United. Luxton gives it to Apipaya, and good pressure from Edwards, but good defensive work rate from Thor to get back, and that sliding challenge from Edwards gets Thor in a fiery mood. Not called a foul by the official, it is a throw-in, but very interesting. Chev Edwards tackled by Apipaya. I want to see this clash now between Edwards and Sage Thor. If we have any more time left, not that much, but over 3 minutes of regular time and then injury time added. Thor with throw-in. Miller can't quite keep it in off Piper O'Neill's pressure. Ingham, great footwork from Ingham, and Green tries to kick it high and wide to Lawson, but just goes over the head of Lawson. And Green can't get the touch. Throw-in for Fencibles. This will be taken by Kim. Lawson heads it. Lawson heads it rather. I got confused between the Fencibles number 7, the New Zealand Prime Minister, and Stella Lawson, number 17 for Auckland United. There's a free kick for Auckland United though. Granger to Ingham, and Thor successfully defends that. Play by Auckland United. Great flick on by Edwards through to Ingham, who rushes down the flank. Sage Thor with a great tackle called by the officials as a foul onto Ingham, and a yellow card, the first booking in this match, and it comes by way of Fencibles United. Sage Thor. Who had that clash previously with Chev Edwards. And some substitutions on for Fencibles United, and you can hear the thoughts on it. It is Harley Johnson hopping on. Number 5, and Lexi Headington, I believe, who hops on for Auckland United, and you could hear the thoughts on that by the Auckland United crowd. It is in fact the Auckland United men's first team who have just finished their trainings that I watched a bit of during the half time, and they've come to support their women's side. And that's a foul on Hayley Miller by Green, and a yellow card for the captain on that challenge. Into injury time now in this match, all up to what the ref seems fit. I don't get any indication, as there's no third official, of how much time there is on injury time. But this free kick will be taken by number 19 of Natalie Young. Thor passes straight to O'Neill. And Granger allows it to go out all the way for a goal kick to be taken by Charlotte Eagle. Johnson, who boots it high up to Lawson. Lawson can't quite get the header on it, a bit too high for her. Now it's all the way back to Fencibles goalkeeper Doty. Good header from Green against Miller. Good pressure from Adamson. She ultimately wins it there. Out wide to Lawson. She can't quite get the dribble to stay within the field. And it's another throw-in for Fencibles United. This will be taken by Kim. Hayley Miller kicks it out for a throw-in to Auckland United. And it's a throw-in again for Talisha Green and Auckland United. Johnson, Lawson, to Edwards, back to Hiroshima. This could be the last opportunity for Auckland United. Now out wide for Headington. Ingham chases after that against Thor. And it's ultimately cleared away. And full time here at Keithay Park. Auckland United 2, Fencibles 0. Auckland United now sit top of the table of the LOTTO NRFL Women's Premiership. Goals coming from Elena Granger to open the scoring, and her first goal of the season for Auckland United, and the second goal coming by new signing middleway through the season by Chloe Bellamy. I appreciate your company here live and free on the Northern Region Football YouTube channel. I appreciate your company. Last week of the NRFL Women's Premiership is next week. Also last week of the Detol Northern, Central and Southern League next week as well, before we head into the prize of New Zealand football, the Chatham Cup and Kate Shepherd Cup, and then the Ultimate National League. Have a good one.